Week 5?
6.
Week 6. Week 6, here we go.
And I never want to say this because I think it sounds very stupid when talking heads who put on makeup and speak on television say this.
But we look good.
We do. Hey. We do. I completely forgot that Sam Darnold was a good quarterback. Yeah. It's hard not to fall into the trap of a guy having mono as a professional athlete. Because whenever I was in school, kid got mono, he came back 30 pounds lighter, he wasn't really healthy and anything like that. This year, it feels like we just have a bunch of replacement refs. Somehow, it has gotten worse than it's ever been. These TV networks are just plucking all of the great refs, and we're stuck with crap.
There's a picture of NFL officiating right in the middle of fucking New York City.
I'm not sure they win a game again. I am not sure they win a game again with how things are going for the Cowboys. If you can't win on Jerry World's birthday against an 0-4 team, especially against a quarterback coming back from mono, you're never going to win a game again.
Jason Garrett, his butt is absolutely blistered.
What?
Well, I'm saying this. He's been on the hot seat for 10 years. That butt's blistered.
He said a couple times today, he was like, we don't have you for the second hour. So whatever you have, I want you to unload in this first hour.
AQ Shipley, how are you feeling out there in the desert of Arizona?
2 wins, 2 calls, baby. I love this. This is a good day. You know, as a team, we're starting to put some things together. We're starting to move forward. I think we're going to be undefeated the rest of the year. I think that's the way this thing goes, right?
Overreaction Monday. I don't think the Cardinals are ever going to lose. Tell that baby back there to shut up. Dak Prescott is on this slippery slope. The Price is Right thing. Straight down for his contract value. Straight down. Jason Garrett went out to give high fives, slap hands after an offensive series. His team just walked right by him.
To get the true feeling of how we just felt. All expense paid trip to Disney World for 2 to ride the roller coasters and feel the G-forces making you puke. That Ty just went through. For best comment in Ty's eye.
Did you see them ducks come flying in?
My life is incredibly stupid right now. The boys and I are getting to travel around the globe and entertain folks in a stupid fashion. And there's only one company that has had our back through this whole thing through and through, and that's our friends at Roman. And right now, you can get an entire month's supply of the Roman swipes, the product that makes you last longer in the sack. Yes, if you're gonna fornicate, put on a show in there with your friends from Roman and utilize the Roman swipes. These small, discreet packages of swipes show up at your front door. You put them on the kit and caboodle, and you put on a show in the sack. Right now, you swipe up and you go to getroman.com/workingman. You get an entire month's supply of these swipes for just $5. Put on a show this month from your friends at Roman. GetRoman.com/workingman. $5 month supply. Go put on a show, bub. So just like mental health is becoming much more on the forefront of people understanding it, stories like yours are ones that people get inspired by. We're all happy you're back, dude. Very, very excited. I think the people that listen are going to be very excited you're back too, man.
What's up, YouTube? We're on the McAfee private jet. This is the greatest experience of all time. I'm going to show you around the whole entire plane. Let's go. Zoom in, zoom out. All right, these are the pilots right here. We can't talk to them, but they're really cool. Say hi, guys. All right, we got drawers here with a bunch of stuff. I don't know what that is. Some water, some Peregrini, tomato juice, a lot of empty bottles, some more empty bottles. Ice. We need ice all times. And I think there's salt beverages up here. No. All right, we're going to the back of the plane. We got all the drinks right there. Let's go. This is my phone. I don't know how to use it. Look at this. Zoom in, zoom out. All right, we're going to the back of the plane. Let's go. Hey, what's up? This is Pat. This is his jet. This is Ty. It's not my jet. Zoom in, zoom out. This is where you can poop and pee. But rule number 2, you don't poop in the plane. That's rule number 1. Watch your clearances. This is all for you, YouTube. I'm going to break rule number 2. See you guys later. I'm taking a shit.
Whenever the referees are ruining games and blowing games on primetime television at a rapid rate like we currently have.
Yeah, they're governing the game. They're not managing the game. They're running the game.
Well, there were some calls, especially look at last night's game, that were pivotal.
I don't think that that's what referees were intended to do. I thought they were there to manage the game.
Players are voicing their opinions. Players are pissed off because calls are going against them that shouldn't be called, or you better be sure that you're seeing exactly what you're seeing in order to make that call. Otherwise, you let them play.
KKWXYFP 1077 The Bone.
Let's send it over to Zito with the weather.
I did. Please ask Zito why I didn't wear a turtleneck. Everybody else is wearing a turtleneck.
I got to turn on that guy. What do you mean?
When outcomes of games are changed, that affects people's lives. You know, people are getting fired, people are getting cut, never to play again, never to coach again. So it's bigger than just, oh, we missed the pass interference here at the end of the game. Hey guys, Monday review of the film. Hey, our bad, we missed that one. We'll catch you next time. I think it's a load of crap.
I'm going to go drop in on some classes at Stanford.
Somebody just came out dressed like us. Rich McKay came out just yesterday and said that this is the first time a subjective rule has come into play for review.
It's a failure, and to me it's just a question of not if, but when they change it. And somebody said they're like a pilot at 30,000 feet, you know, trying to fly a plane without a navigation system. Well, that plane's going to crash.
1891. That's where Hoover built the wall, or that big dam thing, like a beaver. He built it, and they came here and built this. And then the Stanford guys, don't really know what they did, but they also built this area. There used to be a horse farm, and then they made a glue factory. And then now we have a college.
How many students go here?
North of 13,000. I'm gonna tell you right now, 62% thought that they could pass, 54% passes. This is actually the brothers of Colassus. They actually spelled it wrong in the original creation of this tombstone. They spelled it burgers because they were hungry. This is Peter Berger. He held the key at all times. Ron Berger, he always had a headache. August Berger, he had a missing eye. I guess his name was Gene. They felt bad they had to throw him in. Huh, Pierre. He was the rope guy. A-Rod. Later on, the baseball player is named after him. He was a very good baseball player back in the day. This is where I go to church every Sunday. Me and Andrew Luck actually built this back in 98. Jesus donated this building. Zoom in, zoom out. Yep, the 5 guys in the black turtlenecks. I think that's what I got most out of that conversation with those coaches. So it's like big lineage, you're saying? Yeah, it's just like how special it is to be a Stanford Cardinal, like its legacy. Like, oh, this guy's dad was a Stanford Cardinal. We want him to be a Cardinal as well. Gotta be smart, gotta be good football players, and gotta be good humans. Yeah. And that's why all their guys that make the NFL don't really last. So I would just like to have a moment of silence for Duck Hodges' career as an undefeated starting quarterback in the NFL.
Quack. 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 Go Ducks!
1077 The Bone.
You were jamming. Waking me up. Yeah. Hey, we're trying to, man. Have a great day.
It's such a bad guy.
I'll smack you in the mouth and really wake you up.
Every year it seems like we're just adding more and more gray areas to the rules. We've made it so hard on these officials to officiate the game that I don't think sometimes they even know, and I don't think it's fair to them because now they're the ones on game day and on social media are just getting killed.
I want to say he grew up in South Korea. Or he did. If he didn't grow up in South Korea, he might have gone on like a...
Christian McCaffrey might be one of the most impressive white athletes of all time, Jamal.
He's moved like he's a black guy. I'm telling you the truth.
4 years ago, he's working labour back there in Australia. Now he's in America with a master's degree from Maryland. Now he's punting in Southern California for UCLA, and he's doing very well. Chip Kelly has a very well-coached special teams. Except for there! The shield got blown up, blocked punt. Now Stanford gets their first touchdown of the night here in Palo Alto. Not great for the brand, not at all, but what an incredible block. I gotta stop complimenting things. I really have to do it.
Solid work, McAfee.
But that little shield there that most teams have gone to, that is literally your only line of protection in a lot of cases. And if they give in at all, it's easy to see how somebody can get up over top of that.
I got to tell you, I used to do that when I was playing. I'd come back I'd work out at Stanford, UCLA. These guys are really hospitable to NFL guys coming to work out.
I was never invited.
I'm down on the ground down here. Hasselbeck's 2 stories up looking down at me. This is my first time here, and I was in a cafe, and I think I ran into 2 Olympians, 2 future billionaires, and probably a president.
This, in the palm of your hand, is bringing the entire world to you. Thank you.
Can't come out to Silicon Valley and not put on for Mr. Jobs.
Hammer the line of me dying tomorrow at some point. Sorry, we got a live show in like 9 hours in Indianapolis. Got a 4.5-hour flight. Corey Graves is going to be there. Ari Gold's going to be there. Okay, so it's like 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a show at 10 a.m. back in Indianapolis. It's like a 4.5-5-hour flight. Best comment in Zito's eyes. $250 Starbucks gift card. Zoom in.
Today is the 4-year anniversary of what people have called the worst play in the history of football. And that play just so happens to only have one name attached to it and a graphic at the bottom of the screen. It's mine. Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show. We have been joined by 2 minds here who just put on an incredible display of strength. Are you completely scripted, or are you allowed to say whatever the hell you want to?
If you ever notice that when we're ringside, Michael Cole and I are always staring at a screen under the hood on the table.
Yes.
It's a teleprompter. Every word we say.
By the way, when I threw the first pitch out for the Cubs and they were like, do your catchphrase, and it was Father's Day, and I was just like, come on, Chicago, let's hug it out, you little bitches. And they were like, what just happened?
What are you saying about the mimes, Corey?
I'm really uncomfortable right now. I work essentially in the circus, and this has still got me all freaked out.
That's how old I am. I mean, you go way, way, way deep.
You don't look like it, by the way.
Bro, you know what? I'm incredibly vain. No, I mean, that's the...
Quick. Yes. Get down. Ooh. Darius Leonard, the maniac. Welcome, boom. Give me that. Welcome back, Hussy. Big time win for the Indianapolis Colts. I think I learned a lot about Dak yesterday. I don't think I've been giving him enough credit, enough respect. I think it's about time to pay him. I don't know how much, but if that's the Cowboys team that continues to show up, they're going to be good. But it could also be because the Eagles.
Thank you.
Maybe not.
Maybe an overreaction.
I've been saying it. I yelled into this exact camera a couple weeks ago that this Colts team has all the makings to win the Super Bowl. Incredible offensive line. Their defense is getting healthy and coming together. But Jacoby Brissett has done nothing but show up and show out. From the Wolfpack with Tom Brady, he has composure. He rarely makes mistakes. I think this Colts team is going to go a long way. Best team in football, maybe in the history of the NFL right now.
Did you ever meet Vince Papale over there at the Eagles? And is that a true story?
Of course, I have met Vince. I think some of it was true. I think a lot of it was true. But at any good story, you gotta play it up a little bit.
Oh shit! No, don't do this. No, I can't. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. And we'll get out of here. You all are way too nice. I don't deserve this. I'm thankful for it, though. You just tickled me right where my heart is, honestly. That's an incredible fucking view. And you all look much better. This is the nicest anybody's ever been to me. I appreciate this a lot. And I'm lucky to be a part of the Zone team. Hopefully we'll continue to grow and kick a lot of fucking ass so we can buy every floor in this building. Woo! Thank you so much. I appreciate this so much.
Sitting here all alone, with my heart just a little bit broke. I've been thinking all day, I've been thinking all night. How does Mitchell Trubisky stink so bad? So bad. I'm heartbroken Bears fan. Bears down. Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show. This show stinks. No idea why anybody listens to the show.
Well, that's a wrap for another incredible fucking week. This life's a movie. Hopefully you like this one. It was edited and directed by this fucking handsome guy here. It's a dumb life. Use Roman swipes. A little bit of bubbly, huh? For the kids? For the kids? Yeah! Rest in peace, week 6.